Hey Petra, how is it up in Glacier?
Hi Artie, Glacier's great. How is it in Texas?
It's so hot here in Texas. While we have 29 centimeters of plant available water due to drought, we still are in a deficit. What about the water in Glacier, Petra?
Wow, I can't imagine being in a deficit, Artie. Up here in Glacier, we have 30 centimeters of plant available water. And to be fair, we don't have as much organic matter because a lot of the Noonie series, which is where I live, consists of steep cirque headwalls and steep slopes. So it's a good thing I have my favorite raincoat because we get a lot of precipitation. Also, Glacier National Park sits on the Continental Divide, and we get warm, wet air from the Pacific and cold, dry air from the Arctic, so there's a huge mix of weather. But even with all that precip, because of anthropogenic climate destabilization, glaciers here are receding, and the warm weather is making all of the pikas move higher and higher up onto the mountain, until soon there won't be anywhere for my friends and I to go, and we will die because that's called the bottleneck effect, and I don't want that to happen, so please, please, please recycle. Anyway,
The Hayden series is mostly used for grazing as it is rangeland. This requires a lot of water which isn't necessarily available, so irrigation is necessary. But we're in a drought, so we're limited in how much water we can use. Therefore, land managers need to strategize water conservation methods. Land managers need to moderate where livestock grazes to help maintain soil and biodiversity. We have too many cows.
oh, Artie, it's my dream to see a cow someday. They look so cute. All we have here are ungulates, though. I've really enjoyed reading a book about Glacier. Sometimes I sit and I read until it's dark, and then I watch the stars. I learned in my book that the Noonie series is 60% rocks, and the structure is subangular, blocky, and granular. That doesn't sound very fancy, but it's definitely a big reason why the water holding capacity is lower than probably your soil. And there's a lot of pore space in between the soil, and so water just runs right through it.
We don't have any rocks here. In fact, the Hayden series has 0% rock content in all horizons. We have a lot of clay thanks to the mudstone parent material. There is an average 48% clay content throughout the soil.
Oh wow, a high clay content is so cool. That means that your soil can hold on to lots of nutrients, and that's a lot better than the Noonie series. I mentioned that there are a lot of rocks, but there's also 60% sand and 40% gravel. They aren't negative like clays, so a lot of nutrients get leached away, which is probably why we have small alpine flora.
That's a lot of sand. Oh, I have to go. My pie is done baking in the hot sun.
Bye, Artie. It was really good to talk to you. Maybe next time we can FaceTime.
Yeah, and maybe we could even dig a soil pit.